I ran 45 kilometers, just over a marathon with no prior training. I did this because I wanted to achieve what my body is capable of. I wanted to know what my body is capable of. I wanted to know, and I wanted to see, and I wanted to feel what I can do, what we can do, what us humans can do. Because quite frankly, a lot of us humans, we think that we can't do much. We act that we can't do much. That's not true. That is so far not true. Your mind is failing you. It's failing a lot of us. It was failing me as well. I thought that I couldn't do a lot of things. Bro, believe me, you don't wake up every single day and think to yourself, I'm gonna run a marathon, and then you actually do it and you actually achieve it. Yes, it took me 7 hours. 7 hours to run a marathon, or 45 kilometers, which is 2 more or 3 more kilometers than a marathon. That's not the point though. It took me 7 hours, and 2 or 3 days prior to that, I asked my best friend, hey, do you want to run this with me? He said, yeah. It started out great. I actually thought I would be in much more pain than I was, but then halfway through and coming back, I felt it. I felt so much pain. My legs were dying. I had blisters on my feet. My joints were in so much agony. And especially my mind. I feel like especially my mind, like I went into this wanting to discover that extra 60% because I literally just read a book. It's called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I really recommend you reading it. The book is about David Goggins' past and his upbringing, basically his life. And he talks about how all of us, 99%, use only 40% of what we have. Think about that. Us humans, instead of using 100% of what we have, 100% of our energy, 100% of our thinking, mind, all that kind of stuff, we only use 40%. And that's because when you get to that 40%, you think you're using 100, but you're not. You still have 60%. A whole 60% that you can do more things. So yeah, I went into this wanting to discover that extra 60%. I wanted to discover and see what my body is capable of. Disclaimer, I did not really. Yes, I ran 45 kilometers. Well, running and walking, but I don't think I didn't actually accomplish 100%. Maybe truthfully, maybe I accomplished 50, 60. Because there was a part where everything was so sore. I didn't want to run anymore. And then I just started running. And I didn't stop running until I hit that traffic lights, like a checkpoint. In that time, the pain kind of faded away. It was weird to think about it. It was like I was running and I was just bringing up all this past hate. I was bringing up all this past bad emotional feelings that fueled me. So I was just digging deeper and deeper and deeper, trying to find more bad things which I saw light in. Because that helped me, it boosted me further. And yes, then there were times where I kept walking and running and walking. Truth be told, I feel like if I didn't stop running from then, and I ran all the way back home, there would have been a time in there where I probably would have gone past 60%. Because your mind is the only thing that's stopping you. Yes, you're sore and everything, but your mind is the thing that tells you. It's that weak side of your brain that tells you, stop, don't do this anymore. Why are you doing this? You shouldn't be doing this, go home, sit on the sofa, watch TV, do nothing, eat junk food. But when you're a masculine guy, don't you want to achieve more? Don't you want to do far, better things in your life? I don't mean this just by I ran 45 kilometers, you should do that as well. I'm trying to show you what we're actually capable of. I'm trying to show you that you think, maybe you thought when I said I ran 45 kilometers, you're saying bullshit. Or maybe you're saying, oh, it's not even that hard. Why don't you go run it? Why don't you go run it with no prior experience, with no prior training? I had no running training going into this, and I just ran it. So why don't you go do it if you think it's so easy? Or if you think it's so hard? It's not. Believe me, you can wake up and go run a marathon if you put your mind to it. The hardest part isn't the running itself, it's what your mind is telling you to do. Your mind is constantly telling you not to do this. Your mind is reassuring you, don't do this, this is stupid, you'll get hurt. But you have to stop listening to that shit side of your mind. You have to wake up to reality. Because, okay, I'll just tell you the truth. Believe me, later on in life, no one is going to save you. And if you keep listening to that bad side of your brain, it's going to swallow you and you're going to get absolutely nowhere. The truth is, you need to stop listening to that easy, to that boring, to that bad side of your brain. And you have to open up. You have to start doing the things that you maybe don't like or maybe don't want to do. You start to have discipline. Motivation is only going to take you somewhere. If you have motivation on that day, you should be happy. Yes, I was motivated to run that marathon, and that's probably why I did it. But imagine running one every single week, every single Sunday. That's going to take discipline, not just motivation. And I agree. The time where my brain took over and just said, okay, just walk a little bit now and then run again, that was me being a pussy. I bet you 1000% I could have ran that whole thing by my brain and myself, and I was just being weak. And I was just being a bit of a pussy. It doesn't mean you have to run 45Ks like I said. You can run 10. You can do your bed. Believe me, if you wake up and every single morning do your bed, that takes discipline. That'll already get you somewhere further. And especially, it's the first thing in the morning. The first thing in the morning, if you wake up and you do your bed, that day is already going to be better than the day that you didn't. If you wake up, do your bed, have a cold shower, that's already going to be a far, far, far better day than the day that you woke up, you scrolled on Instagram and you had a wank. Not a lot of people want to hear this. But you have to do good habits. You have to do discipline. You have to achieve discipline. Because motivation is not going to get you super far. Discipline your brain. And it's possible. It is so doable. Read the book Can't Hurt Me. Gosh, David Goggins impressed me. He went through 3 hell weeks. He ran like 190 something miles, not kilometers, miles in like 36 hours. How was that humanly impossible? This guy pedaled 200 miles on a bike. What? And yet here you are sitting on a sofa eating Doritos and watching some girl YouTuber jerk off or masturbate herself. What the fuck is wrong with you? I bet you today you've literally sat on your sofa watching porn, eating some shit, ultra processed foods. Why not look at yourself in the mirror? And why not do something better for yourself? Do you want to be more confident? Probably. Do you want to look better? Probably. Do you want to attract better girls? Probably. Do you want to feel better? If you say no, then I have no clue what is wrong with you in your brain. But you probably want to feel better. You probably want to do better. You probably want to be happier, you know? So why not start doing some of these good habits? The whole point of me running 45 kilometers wasn't to run 45 kilometers. The whole point was to tell myself and to show you that anything is possible. Anything is possible. Stop having these excuses. Get on self-improvement because it'll make you feel better. It'll make you more confident. You will attract more and more girls. I haven't met anyone who said, I don't want to look good. I haven't met anyone who said, I don't want to be more charming. I don't want to be more charismatic. I don't want to be more attractive. I've never met someone who said that. And the people who have were lying to themselves. Anything is possible, brother. Anything. Like David Goggins, he went from being abused and being nothing into look what he is now. I ran a marathon from no training. Yes, it took 7 hours, but it was all in the head. So you can do anything as well. What makes you think you can't do it? You're brainwashed into thinking that all these successful people, they were lucky. They had stuff better than you. Believe me, these people had it harder than you. Way harder than you. And look where they got themselves. You can do better. I believe you can do better because you will like it. You will like the outcome. So start self-improvement. It doesn't even have to be self-improvement. Start doing some good habits. Start making your bed in the morning. Maybe start eating cleaner. Start getting more sunlight. Start socializing more because socializing will be the best thing in your life. Without friends, without family, without girls, you're gonna feel depressed, believe me. Don't go into this I'm not gonna talk to anyone, I'm gonna focus on my business type of thing. It's not gonna help. You need to do that, but you also need a social life. Because friends are so important. Talking to girls are important. That doesn't mean go and fuck 30 girls in one night. Just do something that's going to make you feel better. Pick anything that I said, one of those good habits, and go do it, and it will make you feel better. I really want you to succeed. I'm rooting for you. You got this. Stay strong. Yeah.